Am I? Oh, I am live. Hey guys, it's Elizabeth. Beach bonding with Liz. That's what I'm calling this now. How's everybody? It's what day is it? It's Wednesday morning, about 7:30 Pacific. It's a little more overcast and chilly here at the beach today. You want to see? There we go. That's what's happening here. That's my beach. It's about a mile from my house. And I have earbuds. Okay, because I was listening to that. So I usually like to come down here early in the morning. The parking lot open at 7. And so if I don't have morning calls, then this is where I come. And otherwise I try to get it in the afternoon. And basically what I do is like I walk a mile in one direction, I walk a mile back. The next day I walk a mile in the other direction, and I walk a mile back. And this is really where, I do most of my thinking and processing about stuff, and I've had a little bit of that going on lately. So, what do I want to talk about today? I just love these long videos, and I like the feedback that I got from people yesterday. So I'm going to try to do it for a few minutes every time I come to the beach, as long as my phone is charged up. Went out last night. I went out to dinner with Sandra. Sandries. We had a great time. We went to this place called the Packing District in Anaheim. I've never been to before. And the best hot dog. Bacon wrap hot dog with chili and Maria wants to know what the temperature is. I think probably about, it's probably 7. So much cooler and a little overcast. But usually this is something called in the morning. It's a little overcast in the morning. And Laura's here from WLSFA. Hi, Laura. So anyway, Sandries and I went to this place last night. I'd never been there. They have like a multitude of places to go eat. And amazing hot dogs. But you know what else they have there that I've never tried, that I only ever heard of in the weight loss surgery community, that I have to go back and try? So yeah, that's going to happen. Hi, Laura. Good morning. Have a great bus. Great. So, what I do when I walk out here is I'm looking for Marianne Williamson, who's a lecturer and author on Course in Miracles, which is as a spiritual psychotherapy, a self-worth sound crackling. Sorry, I don't know the internet connection is that great. But let me know if it gets better. Maybe that might help. So let me know if it's any better. But anyway, Marianne Williamson, if you're interested, has a lot of lectures for free on, if you have Apple Music, you just go to Apple Music and search her name, and there's a lot of lectures. And what I do is I stick my headphones on. Okay, it's better. Yay. Okay, I think it was the headphones that I still had plugged in from listening. So generally I listen to her lectures and sort of process while I'm out here walking because of my ADD. It's probably the only time that I that I can listen, pretty much focused. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. And who else just joined? Tammy. Hi, Tammy. So I listen to those while I'm walking. And the stuff I'm processing this week obviously probably has to do with relationships. And I'm listening to a particular, I can't remember what the lecture's called now. I'll tell you guys afterwards. I'll post it on Facebook. But what it's talking about, and it's something that I know and have believed forever, basically that all things that happen in your life are lessons that you need to learn to further your evolution. And the other thing, I don't even know if you guys care about this, and I'm just babbling. So anyway, some of the principles behind A Course in Miracles are that everything that anybody does is either coming from fear or from love. That even if it's a horrible, awful, malintent thing, and I'm sure there are some things that are worse than others that make that harder to see. Hi, Tammy, and Kareen is here. I don't know if it's Karen, and she just has her name spelled this way because it's a weight loss surgery thing. Hi, Karen. Tell me if it's Karen or Kareen. And so every action is based on fear and love, and forgiveness is a huge part of this. So of course I've been, for those of you who know what happened when I went to New Hampshire, go over to my YouTube channel and watch my video. I thought I was in love, and it turned up to kind of bite me in the ass. Hi, Gretchen. Gretchen just texted me to say that she got off some days while I'm going to be in New York in September, so I'm excited to see her again soon. Well, it's not that soon, but sooner than I had thought I would see her. Let's see. Where was I? Oh, and forgiveness is a big part of it. Blah, blah, blah. Went to New Hampshire. Guy did some shady stuff. And I came back and have been trying to just sort of process that. And trying to think about what are the lessons that I'm learning through this situation. And, I recognize that the most painful experiences in my life, of which this doesn't even crack the top 5, have always led to something really, really amazing. I mean, honestly, it was through probably one of the top 3 most painful experiences that, I met my son's father, and I have my son. So, so I'm just trying to kind of process what the lessons are, and I'm trying not to, and I know this isn't a popular frame of reference, and Patty yesterday told me I was in denial, which she's right in a certain respect. Hello, Scotty. But I'm trying not to get so caught up in being so super pissed off at him. And like I said, I know that's not a popular way to be, and but I just can't handle being so angry. But so what are the lessons that this situation has taught me? Probably, who else is here? Christine is here. The big thing I talked about in my video this week is like a real realization that the things that he did didn't have anything to do with me. I showed up pretty well, and knowing that, it's a little easier to take, and knowing, good morning, Christine, and knowing that, I feel like I'm so babbling, but knowing in the past when relationships have ended, I felt very much like it was about me, and usually I always put it on my weight. So whatever millions of wonderful things I had done, and whatever millions of, shitty things the other person had done, and trust me, I've done my own share of shitty things for sure, don't get me wrong, but I equated them all back to my weight. So he's not loving me the way I want him to love me because I'm 400 pounds or 300 pounds, or he's cheating on me because I'm 400 pounds, or whatever. I always put it on my weight. Well, I don't have that excuse anymore, and that's interesting. It's interesting to deal with that from the perspective of not having that as an excuse, because this isn't about my weight. It isn't about, who else is here? Hello. Oh, it's Wendy, or is it Andrew? I don't know. So to deal with this and not have it be about my weight, and to be really confident in how I showed up in the relationship is different. So I think one of the lessons for me has been that, I don't know, that I can do this. Oh, it's both Wendy and Andrew. Hello. Is that I can be in a relationship and it can fall apart, and although in some situations that may be about me, in this situation it isn't. And it's not even about him being a douche-waffle, as Nirvana said, which I like, sort of. It's not even about that. Hi, Jenny! It's about him being broken, like we all are, and being in a really self-destructive frame of mind. And I have to realize that that's not about me, and as much as possible not take it personally. And there was another lesson for me that I had just a minute ago, and I don't. Oh, the other thing is when relationships have ended in the past, who is that? Maria. People do what they do because it's who they are, not because of you. Yes, you're right. But I'm saying I don't even know necessarily it's because he's a bad person. I think he's a fucked up person, but I don't know. Anyway, but the other lesson to me is whenever relationships had ended in the past, I had, I hope people on the beach aren't listening to me. Oh, somebody's walking behind me. I sort of forget that I'm not in my own little world. But when I've ended relationships before in the past, it's been about me thinking that was it. I was never going to find anybody else. That was my only chance because, guess why? Because I was 400 pounds. But I know that that's not true. I know that I'm going to move through this just fine. And be okay on the other side of it. And Lynette's here. She likes douche waffle. Precious is here. Oh, and I want to talk about something that Precious said to me. I mentioned in my video that she called me when I was on my way to meet Scotty, and it's very in line with what I've been talking about in terms of A Course in Miracles, which is when I was talking to her on the phone, she said that what does that mean when a little blue thing flies across the screen? I don't know. She said that her and her family were praying for me that night, and her son had said, we need to pray for the guy too. And you know what? I truly believe that. Oh, are those likes? Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I love that. I love the likes and loves. That is so awesome. Now I'm gonna cry again. But anyway, she said her son said you have to pray for the guy. And that's what I'm honestly doing, is trying to bless and release him and let this go and not have it, let only, the good and the love remain and move on. And it's not gonna be popular with people, and part of me feels like I shouldn't talk about it, but I'm going to because it's my real experiences. I am still engaged with him. I mean, I have all his stuff. I had a very fucked up situation happen yesterday. I'm not going to talk about it now. I'll maybe talk about it on my video. Not anything that he did, but something that somebody did with his stuff that was like insane. But so I'm still engaged with him. I probably will be for a while. I feel like not totally cutting off that connection keeps me on the even keel I can to start doing other things. So who else is here? What do we have? Marbelle, Jenny. Yeah, Jenny said she'll let go when I'm ready. And that's true. And so, but anyway, I'm going to be real with it. I don't want to hide it from you guys that I'm, still engaged with him, because I know everybody thinks I should like dump his stuff on the side of the road, and that's just not me. But anyway, so what else was I going to say? Oh, so here's something I've been thinking about, and I probably will ponder for my video next week, and maybe you guys can too, because I really, as much as this has been a part of my life, I don't know that I've ever really thought about it. So what do you think, if everything in life is a lesson for us to learn to further our evolution, what do you think that being obese, morbidly obese, super morbidly obese, what do you think that lesson was for you? And I am really shocked that I don't know the answer to that question for me. I mean, I know lots of reasons why I was overweight, but I just sort of wonder, what was that lesson for me? So would love it if you guys would think about that, and we could talk about it on my video on Monday. So I'm gonna get up and, I think the sun's coming out a little bit more. I'm gonna get up and go walk the rest of the mile. My day is that I'm gonna go home and work a little bit. My mom isn't driving now, so I have to take her to run some errands this morning. Gonna come back and work and maybe try to go to the gym, and then I'm gonna go to a Codependence Anonymous meeting tonight, I guess. I told Lindsay I would, and she pushed me on it yesterday, asking when I had it scheduled. So tonight's the only night I don't have planned, so I think I'm gonna go do that and check it out tonight, because I definitely have codependent tendencies. But anyway, you guys have a really, really fabulous Wednesday. I love you all, and maybe I'll talk to you tomorrow. Okay, bye.